Hello and welcome back to my channel. I am Mercedes and this is the Frugal Life with Mercedes. Today we are going to talk about spending less time in the kitchen. So, I am a big batch cooker. Not every day, not every week, but when I'm on top of my game, I will do a big batch of applesauce and freeze half of it, or a big pot of chili and freeze half of it, and I've got all sorts of stuff in my freezer just ready to go. And that is my ideal. Like, if I'm at the top of my game 100% of the time, that is what I would do, because it's cheaper, it's less time consuming, it's easier, it's more convenient, it's really better for me, and how my mind works and how my lifestyle is. And I get that that's not for everybody, but this is my little plug to consider big batch cooking and freeze it, okay? You will thank me later, I promise. But some of you guys are spending way too much time in the kitchen. I know you guys don't have that kind of time. And I will see recipes that are just so long and complicated, and I get for once in a while, on a Saturday or a special occasion, if you want to spend 2 and 3 hours in the kitchen cooking, have at it. But for me, that is, if I'm spending 2 and 3 hours in the kitchen, I'm going to have months worth of frozen meals prepared in my freezer from big batch cooking. That is how I would spend that amount of time, not on one meal that you're going to eat and then there's leftovers for lunch the next day. That's not how I do things. And the other thing is too, I did a video recently about how people aren't meal planning and plans are falling through and people are just going out to eat multiple times a week, and it's not in the budget, and it's probably ruining your budget and you might not even realize it, and that having convenience items such as a frozen pizza or Uncrustables or something like that in your freezer ready to go is a lifesaver, a time saver, and a budget saver. But today we are going to talk about everybody should have a handful of meals that take 10 minutes ideally, 15 or 20 minutes, and you always have the ingredients on hand. I probably have 20 or 30 meals, not even exaggerating, that I could make in a very short amount of time. Now, I usually have about enough ingredients on hand to make at least 10 of those meals, just on the fly, if things come up. Now, something to consider is always having a loaf of bread in your freezer and cans of soup. In 10 minutes, you literally could have grilled cheeses and Campbell's chicken noodle soup. The kids are fed, you're fed, get to move on with your day. Maybe a canned vegetable. This is real life, this is realistic, and the ingredients for that would not be all that much, especially if you're buying store brand. So always have things on hand to whip together quick meals. I always have hamburger helper or tuna helper on hand. And just a little disclaimer, a hamburger helper or a tuna helper or a chicken helper, you can pretty much interchange any meat in there. I have made hamburger helper using canned Spam or tuna, or you know what I mean, things that you have on hand. They're minced meat, you can add vegetables to it, you can really bulk it up, and that doesn't take very long. That's why it's really important, I've told you guys before, you want to have at least a small little stockpile of food. You're short on time, short on money, short on patience. These things are literal lifesavers. Now, it's not just financially, just mentally. Imagine you get off work, you've got the kids, you've got your significant other. Crap, I forgot to set out that chicken, or I had intentions of getting off work earlier, and all these things. And you could just pull a box of hamburger helper and a couple cans of tuna and some canned vegetables, and bam, you got a meal, and it's quick and it's easy. And if your kids are the right age to be helping in the kitchen, you can teach them. This is how you teach them money management, time management, how to fend for themselves. Now, these are not gourmet meals, guys. These are not going to be micro, macro friendly. They are not going to be organic. They are not going to be the utmost nutrition. But everybody is fed. Everybody has kept their sanity. The budget was managed. It's a win-win. So if this is completely new to you, start with 4 or 5 meals. Think of things that are super easy or super comforting, and make sure to always have those ingredients on hand. And when you are in a pinch, you can whip them together. And you want to make sure that they're quick and easy. Another thing, this could take a little bit longer, but if your family enjoys chili or beef stew, you can whip that up. And it will take longer for it to simmer, but that's something that's super quick and convenient. Or if you are going to be, running errands, you can put that in the crock pot and let it sit on low while you're out running your errands. You come home, the food is cooked. A lot of times on Sundays, I will whip something up in the crock pot. Brandon and I will go out and run errands. And when we come back, I film my coupon haul, and we've got a meal for the next couple of days, and then we freeze some of it. And it's a really quick and convenient way to do things. Okay, guys, so just something to think in mind, just something to keep in mind. And I'm sure a lot of you are already doing this, but there are people that are new to frugality, new to money management, trying to find a new way to do things because the way that they've been doing it isn't working. And so this information is for everybody, anybody that will get something out of it. Okay, guys, I hope you got something out of this video. Please consider subscribing to my channel. If you did not know, I have an Instagram, The Frugal Life with Mercedes. Until next time, guys, bye.